Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be me reviewing my BBL10 predictions that I made at the start of December. Yes, so let's go. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to go through what my predictions were first, and then I'll go through what the actual results and most runs and all that were, if that works with you. Yes. So my ladder, I predicted that the Sydney Sixers were going to come first, the Perth Scorchers were going to be second, the Melbourne Stars were going to be third, the Hobart Hurricanes were going to be fourth, the Brisbane Heat were going to be fifth, the Melbourne Renegades were going to be sixth, the Adelaide Strikers are going to be seventh, and the Sydney Thunder are going to be eighth. Yes. So those ones were a lot different than what the season was. Yes. So I will keep going and then come back to that after. So my finals predictions were the eliminator would be fourth being the Hobart Hurricanes versus fifth being the Brisbane Heat. I had the Hobart Hurricanes beating the Heat. Next, in the qualifier, I had the Sydney Sixers playing the Perth Scorchers, and the Perth Scorchers winning. The knockout was Melbourne Stars, who were in third, versus the fourth placed Hobart Hurricanes. Yes. The challenger was, which the Hurricanes beat the Stars. The challenger would have been the Sydney Sixers v the Hobart Hurricanes, with the Sydney Sixers coming out as winners to take them to the final. And then I had the final being the Perth Scorchers versus the Sydney Sixers, the rematch of the qualifier. But yes, that might have been completely wrong. So now we're going to run through most runs real quickly, who I predicted again. So we've got Aaron Finch, first run scorer. Second was being Darcy Short. Third, I had Chris Lynn. You'll be surprised how close I was with that one. Number 4, it is Alex Hales. And number 5 is James Vince. You'll probably be surprised how close I got with that one as well. So the most wickets, I was way off. So first I had Adam Zampa. Second I had Jason Behrendorff. Third I had Rashid Khan, who's always been up there. Fourth I had Sean Abbott, but this was before I thought he would have been with the Australian test team like the whole summer. So yeah, that brutally made it not happen. Fifth was Morne Morkel, because I thought he was coming into the tournament injury-free and stuff, but yes, that didn't happen. So now, I am going to do the actual thing. So I'll be right back. So now is the actual results. I'm going to try and smash through this again. Yes. So for the ladder, I had the Sydney Sixers coming in top, and the Sydney Sixers came top. Second was the Perth Scorchers. Third was a surprise to me, being the Sydney Thunder, who I predicted were going to be 8th at the bottom. Fourth were the Brisbane Heat, who I said would have been still in finals, but just a couple spots down. In fifth, the Adelaide Strikers, who I had as being another one of those teams that wouldn't have a good summer. But yeah, I was wrong. Sixth was the Hobart Hurricanes, who I predicted would be making the actual finals, so they struggled a bit. Seventh was the Melbourne Stars. I massively over-expected from them, didn't I? I predicted them to come third, and they came 7th. But yeah, probably losing Johnny Bairstow before the season, having to replace him with Andre Fletcher, the Spice Man from the West Indies, who his season was a bit mediocre, but he still produced moments. And 8th was the Melbourne Renegades, who just, their whole summer was not good. Yes. So the eliminator was the Adelaide Strikers versus the Brisbane Heat, with the Adelaide Strikers losing at home 7 wickets and 130 to Brisbane Heat's 4 for 131, which was it was a close one. Yeah, the qualifier was the Sydney Sixers v the Perth Scorchers, but I predicted the Perth Scorchers would win, when in the actual one the Sydney Sixers did win, which the Perth Scorchers had 6 for 167 compared to the Sydney Sixers 1 for 168. The Sixers destroyed the Scorchers that game. It was not good, but yeah. The knockout was Sydney Thunder v the Brisbane Heat, which the Brisbane Heat won that game 3 for 162 compared to the Sydney Thunder's 8 for 158. The challenger was the Perth Scorchers v the Brisbane Heat, which, yeah, I predicted the Sixers and the Hurricanes. But yes, so the Perth Scorchers were winners in that game with a great batting performance from Livingston, Bancroft, and Inglis, I believe, or Marsh. Yeah, for 1 for 189 against Brisbane's 8 for 150. It also rained that game a bit as well, so it got changed to an 18-over game. Yes. So the final was the Sydney Sixers v the Perth Scorchers. It didn't go the way I wanted the final to go, but I will say that the Perth Scorchers gave it a red-hot crack. But yeah, not too disappointed. We'll get it next year. Go Scorchers. Yes, so the Sydney Sixers won with 6 for 188 compared to the Perth Scorchers 9 for 161. So they were 27 runs away. Next is I'm going to run through this real quickly. The most runs was Alex Hales from the Sydney Thunder with 543 runs, which I had Hales coming in 4th, so he scored more runs than I thought he was going to do. 2 was another Englishman import this year, with it being James Vince from the Sydney Sixers. He was a catalyst in making the Sydney Sixers boom up the table. Yeah, and to be champions eventually. Yeah, and he got 537 runs, so he wasn't too far behind, but he got a 98 against the Scorchers in the qualifier, and then he got a 95 in the final, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so the Scorchers were his team to play against. He loved it. 3 was Josh Phillippe from the Sydney Sixers, who got 508 runs. He was also player of the series, or player of the tournament, which I will say he is a good player. I can see him being the future of Australian wicket keeping in shorter forms. Maybe not the test form or the one-day form, but he might be the T20 one. Yes. I met him actually a couple of years ago when he was a Scorcher. I would put the picture up here, but I'm not doing that. Yes. So 4th was Chris Lynn, who I said would have been 3rd. But yeah, Lynn had a okay-ish season. Once again, he got off to starts, but never got big scores like 50s to 80s. He always fell apart at like the 30s. Yeah, but he still got 458 runs. 5th was a surprise comer who I didn't even predict would get close. It was Colin Munro from my Perth Scorchers. Which, yes. With Colin, I will say, at the start of the tournament, I was like, I didn't think he was going to be the right fit for the Scorchers. Just because he was not, he's aging, but yeah, I was proven wrong massively. Because he got 443 runs. He was a catalyst to why the Scorchers also had a good season, because he was there for the whole season compared to Roy and Livingston's 28th of December to the 2nd of Feb? 2nd or 3rd of Feb? Maybe? No, 6th of Feb, yeah. So most wickets was Jai Richardson from the Perth Scorchers with 29. That got him selected onto the tour to New Zealand, the T20 one, and a couple other Scorchers, so congrats, people. You're probably not watching this, but yeah. 2 was Ben Georges from the Sydney Sixers with 24 wickets, so still a while away from Richardson, but yeah. Number 3 was a surprising one again, being Mark Steckity from the Brisbane Heat with 24 wickets, so he was equal second. Yeah, he was a good bowler. Oh, I was shocked he got subbed out in the Challenger. He was too. Yeah. Number 4 was a surprising one. Ashton Agar's brother, Wes Agar, with 22 wickets. He's another one of those young fast bowlers that could take the attack of Australia. You've got Wes Agar, Jai Richardson, you've got Riley Meredith, Nathan Ellis. You've got all that bunch, and Steckity, Dorcius, Abbott. Yeah. And number 5, we had Tanvir Sanger. I'm trying to say that correctly. If not, just correct me in the comments. Yes, sorry for that little interruption. My time limit's changed. Yes. So, as I was saying, number 5... What the fuck is this? Yes. Number 5 was Tanvir Sanger from the Sydney Thunder. He's a young leg spinner or an off spinner. Yeah, who contributed with 21 wickets. I'm pretty sure the dude is maybe 16 to 18. So yeah, he's got a good future ahead of him. Yeah, just wanted to hop in and say that. We'll be right back. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed this kind of content from me, you can click the little red subscribe button down below. But I'm not forcing you to. So, yeah, I will hope to see you around on my channel again. Yeah. See ya.